All right, present progressive is just a fancy way of saying an ing sentence. Now, if you conjugate a verb regularly in Spanish, like yo nado, you have a subject and you have a conjugated verb. That can mean three things. I swim, I do swim, or I am swimming. So you don't really use present progressive that often because what you really want to use it for is sentences that you want to emphasize right this very minute. So if you are, somebody just says, hey, what are you doing? Oh, I'm watching TV. You don't use this. If your mom is yelling at you to clean your room and you want to say, I am cleaning my room, that's when you would use this. All right, so when you do this, you're going to write a sentence, and of course you always start that off with a subject. The second thing you need is the conjugated form of a star, and remember that's estoy, estás, está, estamos, estáis, or están. Then you need the verb that you are doing, so you need that verb without the AR, ER, or IR. And then you add ando to the end of that verb if it's an AR verb, and you add iendo if it's an ER or IR verb. But remember, you must take off that AR, ER, IR first, and then add that to the verb. All right, page 79 has some examples. Number one, to write. Then you're going to put nosotros estamos escribiendo. Number two is a weird one. Okay, so the conjugated form of a star is estás. Leer. If I take off the ER and add IENDO, there's a rule for that. Any Spanish words that have three vowels in a row and the middle vowel is an I, you're going to change it to a Y. So it tells you that at the bottom. That really is only going to come into play 3 times for us. Leyendo, which is the answer for this, which is reading. Oyendo, which means hearing. And creyendo, which means believing. Trabajar means to work. Pablo está trabajando. Preparar means to prepare. Yo estoy preparando. Cruzar, not a verb we've learned, but it means to cross. Vosotros estáis cruzando. So again, you all are crossing. All right, number 6 is another unusual one. It has to do with stem changing verbs, which we have not yet done. We will do those next trimester. So pedir means to ask for. If you conjugate the verb estar, it means you change it to están. And then verbs like pedir, repetir, and servir are E to I stem changers. So when you want to say asking for or repeating or serving, you change that E to an I and then you still add your normal ending. Okay? So ellos están pidiendo is they, masculine, are asking for, and then of course you put something after that. Visitar means to visit. Ella está visitando means she is visiting. Repetir is one of those verbs mentioned at the bottom, the weird ones. Of course it means to repeat. It looks like that. Él está repitiendo, so that E becomes an I. Hablar means to speak or to talk. Tú y yo estamos hablando means you and I are talking or speaking. Comprar, to buy. Ustedes están comprando, for you all are buying. Hacer is not, the next 4 verbs are not verbs we've learned yet. Hacer means to do or to make. Usted está haciendo. Ver is to see. Todos is going to be anything that ends in os. Ellos, maestros, chicos. So it's going to be están. And then viendo. It looks weird, but it's right. Jugar means to play games or sports. Quiénes is a question word, and it ends in es, so you know it's plural. So that's why it's están. So quiénes están jugando is asking who is playing. And it's plural people or plural teams that are playing. And the last one, cuidar, means to be careful. Mamá está cuidando. All right, page 80 has another couple of sentences that you can do for practice. If you don't understand this, please see Mrs. Qualley to ask additional questions.